Good morning, this is Hoffman, and you're watching the 5-Minute Stoplight Show, continuous education for real estate investors and professionals. For today, I want to talk about the SoCal REIA Investors Club that I went to on Thursday. The first time I've been there, I really enjoyed it. It was $25, so there was no selling involved with it, so it was really, really educational. The way this club was set up for this one session was we had a group of seasoned pro investors. Three of them. They were Mike Cantu, Reggie Lal, and Harmon, and they were basically a panel that would, and a group of one new investor at a time would come up and present their business plan to this panel, and the seasoned pros would basically give them advice and for lack of a better word, pick apart their business plan and give them some pointers. So basically there was a lot of information at this and a lot of really good takeaways, but I want to keep it kind of short and sweet and let you guys kind of know that if you want to get more information, I'm going to provide links to all three of these investors, but they're really good. Here's the main takeaways that I found. Number one, building a business plan. They put a lot of emphasis on this. Basically, the business plan needs to cover how you intend to make your money, how much money you're planning on spending, and just planning out everything from your marketing to how many door knocks you need to do in order to create how many interviews, in order to create how many contracts, and equals how many closed sales. So the whole process and just basically thinking your whole strategy through all the way. The main things were knowing your market, know your criteria for what you will buy and what terms you will buy it, and being honest with yourself. If your criteria is not if you're not able to close deals and you're not able to secure the properties that you're looking for, and your marketing's not working, change your marketing. Do something different, but realize and know that you need to change something in order to make it better. Next thing they talked about, the main takeaway was find a deal and don't worry about the money. If you don't have cash, basically just find a deal, get it tied up, and bring it to the table, and then wholesale it to somebody else. There's never been a deal that these investors are talking about where if they haven't had the money, that they haven't been able to find the money for a really good deal. So don't be afraid if you don't have the money now. Find the deal, secure it, and then even if you bring it to me, and I'll help you find funding. Because we can't invest everywhere, but I can definitely help connect you with people who are investing everywhere. Another thing I talked about is don't love the product, love the cost, love the price. This is basically saying don't go to a neighborhood and say I don't want to own a property here because it's a scuzzy neighborhood. But if the price is really good and it's going to generate great cash flow, it's a business decision, and don't be emotional about it. Know that the money is what you're in it for. You're not in it to live there. Next thing was Reggie Lal is very much a flipper at heart. He says that if it wasn't for the banks not loaning to him, he wouldn't hold any property. He would just keep flipping and making tons of money that way. And to contrast that, Mike Cantu is very much a buy and hold kind of guy, and that is strategy. I tended to lean towards Mike Cantu on his strategy, and that was his bag of parts analogy, which is over the years you just keep gathering bags of parts and putting them into a big bag, and then after time has gone by and you've got a full bag, you dump them all out on the kitchen table and you separate and you say, I like this part, I like this part, I like this part, put them all together, and then the ones that are low on your list, get rid of them. So how that works is, he was saying that as we're at the bottom of the market now, and as it starts to climb up, you're going to want to buy as many as you can. And if you buy, let's say, 20 houses and you're holding all of them, when you get to the top, you're going to rank them from 1 to 20. And the top 10 you're going to hold. The bottom 10, you're going to sell those houses, cash them out, and then pay off the other 10. That way you have free and clear houses. That way when the market goes down, you're totally fine. You've got cash flow and properties that you're planning on holding. So I am a buy and hold kind of guy in the long term. So I really attracted to that strategy. One other takeaway that I had that I really thought was kind of funny but true was Mike Cantu talking about not only surrounding yourself with people who are winners, but every once in a while going out to lunch with losers. What I mean by that is saying, if you are constantly surrounding yourself with investors who are at the top of their game and they're making tons of money, and you start to feel down about yourself, every once in a while, go take someone who's seen the mountaintop and has lost everything, or someone who's tried really hard and then basically given up and not followed through on what they were trying to do. And it puts things into perspective. And for me, that would be sometimes going and just an old friends that are not doing so well financially, and saying, okay, I may not be where I want to be, but I know that I'm doing well for my social sect. So those are the main takeaways from this meeting. It was a SoCal REIA event, and that was in Brea, California. And tonight I'm going to be going to the Inland Empire Investors Forum, which is in Corona, put on by Nick Manfredi. I really like that group too, and I believe Reggie Lal is going to be speaking tonight. So if you like the show, comment, send me an email. If you look on the screen, my email is going to be there, or it'll be in the contact on the link below. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys later.